Good morning, guys. What's this angle? I actually wanted to do a vlog today, which is pretty big for me. I kind of wanted to test, I wanted to test vlogging because Christmas is coming. It's gonna be my first Christmas on YouTube, and I have an idea of doing something similar to Vlogmas. And if you don't know what Vlogmas is, it's daily vlogging from December 1st all the way to Christmas. And I know I'm not gonna daily vlog. It's just an insane amount of work that I know I can't commit to. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. It's an insane amount of work that I can't commit to, but I do wanna practice vlogging. So since I didn't really have a video for this week that I really wanted to do, I do have quite a lot of bits and bobs I wanna get to, that are plant related. So I thought I'd just kind of turn on the camera periodically throughout the week and see how the video goes. So I have no plan for this video except that I know one thing I'm gonna do today, which is I need to go to North Road Tropicals because Lauren has ordered plants from Amanda, and when the plants were shipped, Amanda messaged Charmaine and I, she messaged me and Charmaine to say that she had added a couple of little nuggets for us. So I have no idea what the plants are, but I'm going to go pick them up from Lauren. Yeah, I'll show you what the plants are. I might do a little bit of little peek around what's new in the shop and see what Lauren got from Amanda. So we're just gonna play the week by ear. Who knows where the week will go, but I hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know if you want me to do more vlogs in the future. Spoiler alert, I am gonna do more vlogs in the future, but let me know if there's any specific stuff you want to see. But without further ado, I need to get going before Lauren shuts up for the shop, Lauren shuts up her shop for the day. Is that what I'm trying to say? Anyways, I'll see you guys in a bit. While I'm waiting for the car to warm up, I'm just watching Charmaine's new video that just went up, which is our collab Q&A where we're dressed as hot Cheetos. And you guys, your comments are so funny. Someone said we look like menstrual clots, and then someone said we look like tongues, and they're like, please explain why you're dressed as tongues. But also the fact that you guys didn't really question that we're menstrual clots or tongues. We're hot Cheetos, you guys. I'm gonna link the video in the description if you guys haven't seen it already. Let's get the seat warmer on, seat belt on. I need some snacks. I'm kind of in a snack rut lately. I was going through this phase where I ate so many Twizzlers. You know those really giant 5-pound sacks of Twizzlers that are family packs? I was going through those like they were a bag of chips. But I'm over Twizzlers now, so if anyone has any, what is your favorite chip right now? I'm so uninspired when it comes to snacks, but I need to go to the store right now before I head to Lauren's, and the next time you see me, I'm gonna be at the shop, so I'll see you in an instant. Hi. Oh, you're a happy boy. He's gonna be smelling me all day. Lauren? Hi. Oh, I always forget how warm it is in here. Oh my goodness. Let's get you into a better light. Do you see this red crystal? So isn't Amanda's packaging incredible? So cool. You can actually show there's still some wrapped up stuff there. Oh. Do you know what it is?
No, it's for Sherman and for all.
Oh crap. Uh-oh. Okay. I might have to put the camera down for that. I have no idea what she sent us. Oh, these are all the, oh my goodness. Okay. These are so beautiful. These are the RA5 self seedlings. There's so many, they're so beautiful. These are one of my most favorites from Amanda because they're so stunning and they grow so fast and they're so easy. Is that the Crystal Lux? That one was one of my favorites. It's huge.
I got a Crystal Lux because I made my own Mag Crystal and then Crystal Mag Lux.
Oh, not crystal.
But not just straight crystal.
What's it called? Crystallinum Lux. So I'm assuming from the same batch as mine, which I love so much. Look at this fresh leaf that came totally perfect. No tears or anything.
Amanda's texting me right now.
Oh, is she?
Okay. I'm like, they're so more than okay.
So apparently these are for me and Charmaine. Does it even say?
One says Sherman.
does?
I wrapped them back up for you. That one
Oh.
right there, you can see on the bottom says Sherman. No, the one on the table.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And then here's one
Sherm.
that says Alvin.
okay, unboxing time. I know, Frankie, it's so exciting. He's yeah, you can't see him. Oh, it's hot in here. I'm gonna take off my shirt.
It's so much cooler that my heater has started kicking in.
Okay. There are so many plants. Are you sure these are all for us? Oh, this is Sherman's birthday present. I'm gonna wrap it back up. I'm gonna see her maybe tomorrow. Oh, okay, that's good. I can. Okay. Oh my God, what is this? It's like a little totem of plants. This one is. Oh, they're all packed together. What are they? I don't see any labels. So there is a dark Rockianum. I don't know what this is, but it almost looks like a red crystal hybrid or something. And this looks like some sort of happy seedling type. I don't know, right? While Lauren's messaging Amanda to see what these plants are, I'm gonna open package number 2. I think this one's mine. First of all, look at Amanda's packaging. Oh, this one's Charmaine's. Oh, I ripped the label off. Now it just says Erm. What is it? I don't really want to open it all the way up. It's a stump of some kind. No, I won't open it up. I'm gonna let Charmaine open it up. So I guess this one is mine. Stop. Are you... This is excruciating. There's this one, which I have no idea what this is, but look what's behind it. Oh, red crystal. Right? I think it's a red crystal. Or whatever it is, it looks like something I need right now. Amanda! What is this one? It's got a really red sinus too. Even on the old, like the fully hardened leaf, it's all red. I don't know what it is. So these are the 2 plants that I got. Charmaine got that mystery chonk, which I'm assuming you're gonna have to wait to see it on Charmaine's channel, and then her birthday plants. Okay, so I kind of think that this is the Swamp Bunny or the 5 Swamp Bunny cross. And then this one, maybe, it kind of looks like the Red Crystal Portier hybrid, but I could be wrong. And then a Dark Queen, which she doesn't have anymore. So I'm gonna also show you what Lauren got as well. One of Lauren's plants is stunning Ace of Spades, which I think is from the same mother plant as mine. Look how beautiful it is. It's so dark. So if you remember from Charmaine's tortilla slap, there was a seedling of this plant, which is Crystallinum crossed with Pinkley, which also, is it Equigenera that is selling that hybrid now? Yes, you did. Yeah. So I thought they were gonna look like the Snoopy shape. At least like get some of that Snoopy shape from the Pinkley, but they're just like heart-shaped. So this is Lauren's larger specimen from Equigenera. This is Amanda's. So strange. I thought it was gonna have the ears that kind of like curve down. Maybe it'll do that like later on. And then there's this Papillomaminum Wonder Boy, which Charmaine got from our last tortilla slap, this one is slightly bigger. Look at that emergent leaf. Also perfect. It's all that polyfill. You guys aren't ready for this one. This one is a red crystal crossed with a forgetti. Okay, so look at these leaves. Absolutely stunning. But look at this one. Look at the texture on it. Are you kidding? This is the most beautiful forgetti hybrid I've ever seen, at least in person. This is a personal plant, right, Lauren?
Yes.
You're not allowed to sell it.
No.
So this one is Anthurium bastard, which is, oh no, I'm getting her plants confused. This is possibly Meg forgetti, possibly something else. And I think my bastard is flowering, or there's something poking out of the petiole, and there's also a caterpillar. So unless it's poking a leaf out of the petiole as well as a caterpillar, I think it's flowering, so maybe we'll be able to get an ID on what it is. But I think Meg forgetti looks legit. And lastly, this one is an Anthurium Novelty Ace, which is not an ace of spades, but was sold by a place called Novelty G, I think, as ace. And it's super cool. It's really, really dark. And I think, according to Amanda, every leaf looks very, very different. It's showing up not that dark on the camera, but it's super dark. Let me compare it to, so the Pinkly Eye crystal with the Novelty Ace next to it. This one is not an Amanda plant, but just wanted to show you this plant. This is apparently a Regale Clarinervium hybrid. And I see it. This leaf is so cool. So Lauren is nuts and pollinated this with Nigrolaminum GG. It's looking pretty swollen, but we'll see if it aborts or if it actually produces berries. But that would be a really, really, really cool hybrid. Super cool. Another random Lauren plant. This is apparently Ace of Spades crossed with Anthurium versicolor. See if I can capture that bluish sheen. I have another Pappy hybrid that is throwing a really blue leaf as well. But if you look at the older leaves, there are like 3 growth points on this. The older leaves look quite green, but this emergent one is like, it looks like a bruise. It's like very holographic. And then also, this is a Philodendron Red Anderson. I mean, can you just look at this leaf? It's, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a dusty, mauve-y pink. Wait, there we go. This plant has such nice genetics. Oh, that is so beautiful. Wish list. Okay. So I've showed my Mag Lux hybrid from Lauren before. This is one of her hybrids. Why is hers humongous? It's from the same batch of seeds. This is a Mag Lux. This one is a Crystal Mag Lux. Is that it for Lux hybrids that you have?
I have the
Oh, the Vag Lux. Oh, I have that one too. Yes.
They're little babies, but I'll grab them.
Yeah. And another Lux hybrid she's made is, she's calling it Crystal Mag Forgetti because it's like a really, really, really silver, almost like Crystal Hope, like very, very silver crystal, but with a fused sinus sometimes. And if fused in a way, is it on the back of the leaf? Yeah, the back of the leaf, it looks like a vagina. So she's calling it Vag Lux. Well, she's not calling it that. She's privately, but now publicly. But I think it's just like the best name. I'm really excited to see how this one grows up because the amount of silver on that plant, it would be crazy for it to not show up a little bit, right? Let me show you Vag herself. This is Vag. Here.
And Frankie.
And Frankie. This is not veg. This is Frank. Ow! This is Frankie. This is veg.
She took a little bit of a beating growing those babies. But...
Oh yeah. Here's the veg.
And that one's a little closed.
Even for such a giant plant, this is kind of what happens when when a plant produces berries. Like, it does get a little bit sad looking. So always something to keep in mind if you're pollinating your anthuriums. This one is a green form ace of spades. But yeah, you can see it's looking a little bit beat up as well, like the edges of this leaf. But we got babies. We got some berries forming here. What did you pollinate with?
Mag.
Ah, so ace of spades crossed with mag babies coming from Lauren. So it is now the evening. It's almost dinner time. I wanted to come on here to update you guys on what the plants actually are that I got. I'm not gonna show Charmaine's plants again because she's gonna do a repot with them on her channel. So what I said I thought they were might have been correct, might have been wrong. She will reveal that in her video. But I wanted to show you guys what my plants were because I got the IDs confirmed from her. To say that like I was overwhelmed is an understatement, especially after like confirming with her what the IDs were on the plants. I am so overwhelmed by her generosity and that she would gift these plants to me. I definitely got a little bit emotional in the car alone by myself. So anyway, what I was gonna say is that Amanda messaged us a couple of days ago to say that she was like putting in a couple of plants in Lauren's box for us. And first of all, at that point, I didn't even know that Lauren had ordered from her. So I was like, what is happening? And then she was like, oh yeah, so Lauren ordered plants from me. And I just added in a couple of little extra things, nothing too special, just a little bouquet for you, a little bouquet for Charmaine. So I was expecting like, I don't know, like a chunk of something, but like these plants, I have no words, absolutely no words to express how I'm feeling right now. So this one is red crystallinum, and this one is Anthurium Carla Blackier crossed with Black Velvet Eastern Panama. Why did she send me these plants? I do not deserve this beauty. And she was like, yeah, sorry the plants are all mangled. Like, where is it mangled? You mean this leaf? Like, it's beyond perfect. I don't have any words to explain like how grateful I'm feeling and how just, you know how like it's just someone, even when someone has like a really nice compliment for you, you don't feel like you deserve the compliment. This is like that times 100 because her generosity is just beyond anything that I could ever fathom. And I don't know how I would ever repay her for her kindness and her generosity. But Amanda, I want to just say thank you so much. I am not worthy, but since they're here in my house, I'm gonna get these potted up right away. I'm not gonna leave them in moss, don't worry. So I'm gonna set up my potting mat right now and just get these potted up with you guys. And I think that might be it for today. I'm kind of enjoying vlogging because everything is so just low production. At least I feel like that should be the expectation of a vlog. Like, I never have to worry about like getting lights set up and getting everything in the background tidied up because that's just not what a vlog is, right? You could just turn on the camera and get going. So the plants are in moss right now. And I think I'm gonna get them into tree fern fiber because I don't know, I just been really, actually I'm gonna look at what these plants were in before and maybe that'll be what I planted in. So this one looks like it was in tree fern fiber, but I see a piece of zeolite right here on the roots. So it might have been zeolite that was in her pond mix. Sorry, her tree fern fiber mix. Oh my goodness, you guys. Like, I'm actually very upset. over how beautiful this plant is. And the red crystal, she's looking juicy. This chunk looks like it's about to fall off. The original chunk, it's like very dangly, but there is, no, there's nothing coming off it. It kind of just came off. And maybe it is pretty soft actually, if you can see how bendy it is. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just get it into a prop bin and see if anything grows. This one was in, looks like the same tree fern fiber mix that has like pond mixed in it as well. So maybe what I'll do is I'll make a little custom mix for this with tree fern fiber, which already has a lot of perlite mixed in, with like a good few scoops of my pond mix. Every time I see Osmocote now in my pond mix, like I know pond comes with slow release already, but I get freaked out a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more tree fern. So that's what we're going with. Where are my cups? I need some cups. So let's do Miss Red Crystal first. She is all potted up. I don't need to label her because like it's very obvious who she is. I'm just like using my fingers to work the tree fern fiber in between the roots here, but like being very, very gentle. Just because tree fern fiber is so like structured, it's not going to like fall if I tap it. And that's this, how do I shorten the name for this one? Carla Black Velvet Eastern Panama. Is there a name for this hybrid? Like specifically this hybrid? This hybrid was actually done by two people. So Gay Plant Ho or Juan on Instagram and Grant, aka Ghost Dad. This is their hybrid, not Amanda's hybrid. I was just very lucky that she sent me one of her seedlings. I've been perving over the photo of this hybrid on Juan's Instagram for months. Like when they were just germinated seeds, and like he's been showing a lot of progression on the seedlings as time goes on, and I've been lusting after this plant for a really long time, and I can't believe that she just sent this to me. I feel like it might be useful to have a label on him, just because if I'm not careful, this could really like just blend in with my other Carla hybrid, the Mag the Mag Crystal Carla. And I don't know, if it had let's say it died back to a stump, it'd be really hard to identify him, which actually, for that reason, I should probably put a tag on the red crystal as well. All done. I think that's it for me today. I'm gonna clean up and then get dinner ready. I don't know what we're doing for dinner. I missed the cutoff to order dog food again, so I think we have to go out for another nighttime adventure to buy some frozen patties. So just enough to tie them over till their next delivery date. And then maybe I'll go get some McDonald's for myself. Oh, before I go, we cannot forget to inoculate. This is great white water. And I know Amanda's like a wizard at growing things in regular room conditions, but this is too important. So these are going straight into the grow tent. They're gonna get a prime spot. Not too bright because I wanna make sure I get some really dark leaves, especially from the Black Velvet hybrid. The red crystal I feel like could probably take a bit more light, but I'm going to keep it in like medium light. The lights that I'm using in the grow tent, the Barena lights, are not that bright. They're only 10 watts, but they are bright enough if the plants are close enough to it to not bleach the leaves, but brighten the leaves. Someone must be here because Huxley just freaked out. Okay, that's it for me today. I'll see you the next time I turn on the camera. Well, this vlog was a bust. Over a week has passed since the footage you would have last seen of me repotting the plants in the kitchen. What happened? After filming that footage and like putting the plants away from Amanda, other than watering the odd plant, I have not done any plant stuff since then. So real talk, sometime between filming that previous footage and today, nothing really huge happened, but I just kind of like shut down mentally and emotionally from a lot of things, and I just had no motivation to do anything productive outside of working hours. So like when I've been getting home from work, I've been either like sleeping or just kind of like binging TV, which I don't really normally do, but I've been watching a lot of what have I been watching? Just like some random YouTube videos, like cooking videos, the Sex and the City show, very mindless stuff. And I haven't been able to like get up and do stuff. I had so much to do for plants. I had so much on my list to do with plants, and the most I could bring myself to do was to water them because otherwise they're gonna die. But I haven't been able to do anything, and I don't know what really happened. Like I haven't even been on social media. I've been like I kind of dropped out of the group chat that I'm in with Jing, Charmaine, and Erin, and that's why I have boba, by the way, because Charmaine was worried about me, and I said I'm fine, I just feel dead inside, and she DoorDashed me some bubble tea, which was like so sweet of her. So I'm enjoying that right now, and all day today I've been kind of craving going into my tent and just sitting there and looking at growth, just to kind of feel a bit more, I don't know, grounded and a little I just wanted a little bit of serotonin. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. Like honestly, the last 2 years I think have finally started to take a toll on me. I think in the industry that I'm in and the people that I work with, I think a lot of the pandemic hit pretty hard, and it's really starting to kind of weigh on me, and I'm starting to kind of like shut down from the world. I feel like this is so heavy. I don't mean for this to be heavy, but I just wanted to be like very, honest about what's going on and like why the vlog hasn't gone the way I wanted to. But this is like honestly my reality right now. It's not really like, anything devastating has happened. I just don't really feel much at all. And I want to change that. In case anyone's wondering, like home life is great. My relationship with my boyfriend is great. We're fine. The dogs are fine. And, I know there's something going on with me, I guess, in terms of like the outside world and work, because I'm clinging to home life so much more, and I just want to be home, like desperately want to be home all the time. I'm craving spending quality time with like my family a lot more than I normally do, which it's not normal for me, I guess. It's not that like I don't like spending quality time with them, but it's not like as much of like a strong craving, like a need to be with people all the time. I do like my alone time a lot. So yeah, I don't know what's really going on. It's just I'm feeling the blues. Well, I mean, I know for sure I am very much burnt out. I'm burnt out from work, and YouTube has definitely been part of, me being very tired, because not ever really having a real day off for the past like 10 months. But YouTube also helps. Do you know what I mean? So it's not that I want to, take a break from YouTube or anything. The YouTube and plants, it definitely helps kind of give my life a different purpose or add purpose to my life. And plants certainly do that for me on a daily basis. It's just that because I'm so burnt out, I kind of I'm not mentally all there for anything that I'm doing right now, and I don't like it. So I do have a vacation booked for the tail end of this year. I'm highly looking forward to that. It's just like right now, I've never expected myself to get to this place of kind of just detaching from reality. And I'm sure this is the reality for a lot of people in the last 2 years. Like, I think people would have come to this place at some point in the last 2-3 years, because it's been such like a crazy time. And I think this probably is happening to a lot of people right now as we come on from the other side of this pandemic, and like everything is so different. And I think a lot of us as individuals have changed quite a bit too. So yeah, I also got glasses. I realized that I needed glasses. Well, I've always needed glasses, but I've always had one bad eye, like slightly nearsighted eye, and then one 20/20 eye. And I think a couple of months ago, I started realizing that this eye was starting to go. So I went for an eye exam, and now I have a farsighted eye and a nearsighted eye, which is not good. So I've been trying to get used to these glasses, especially when I'm driving and stuff. I should be wearing glasses. So that's what else is new. So I thought I'd just come on here and finish filming this video. Like, it's not, you know, what I had planned for it to be, but I wanted to be here in my plant room. I wanted to open up my tent and see what's been going on, because I haven't been in here very much, and I knew that plants were putting out new growth. It makes me really happy to be in here and take photos and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. I wanted to show you guys some things that are happening in here and kind of give you some growth updates that aren't really like worthy of a video on its own. And I think that would just be it for today's video. This does not bode well for how Vlogmas is gonna go, I'll tell you that. But maybe a second, third time's a charm. I'm not gonna show you around the plant room, because my project for the next couple of days is trying to get things moved around a lot, because my next video, I'm planning to do just an updated plant tour of this plant room and kind of show you how I set up my mother grow lights. And in terms of like productive house stuff, moving things around and kind of like refreshing my space and tidying and organizing, that's really the only thing that's like highly motivating for me. I normally do a deep clean of the house every Sunday, and like steam clean the floors, do like a ton of laundry, just do all of that maintenance stuff and kind of reset the house back to zero. None of that really motivates me right now. It feels much more of a chore, and it usually feels very like motivating and like an urge that I want to get to tidying and cleaning, because I love the feeling of starting the week with a clean house. But I think what I want to focus my energies on right now is getting everything refreshed and moved around and like more functional, and make me a lot more happy to walk into a room, make the spaces a little bit more functional. I find this has been true of myself since I was little. When I'm not happy with like the aesthetics of my surroundings, I become very unhappy, and I just don't want to be there. So when I'm in a place where I really enjoy the surroundings, I become a lot happier. And it's not even just like the how pretty the space is, it's like having my stuff there and my stuff exactly the way that I want it to be. When that's out of place, I become kind of irritable and just not very I'm just cranky and not happy with the space. So what I want to do with this space is so the grow tent behind me right now is and maybe it'll make more sense in my plant room tour, but this one is like at the back of the room with a door, and then across from me right here is my makeup desk, and then to this side is my wall with my exos and like the big shelf where I have been filming. What I want to do is actually I want to swap my grow tent and my makeup table around, which is a lot of moving around. It's not going to be the easiest thing, but I really want to move everything around in this room. So that's going to be what I'm going to work on. Why did I say all that? Where was I going with that? So I think I'm just going to go through the tent and just show you some interesting things that are happening right now with the plants, and then I think that'll be it for this video. So really quick update on the red crystallinum. She's doing fine. She is rooting a little bit. I see some root growth. Where is it? Right here, right there. There's some new root growth, but the most exciting thing is that she's putting out a leaf now so quickly. Well, I want to focus on the freaking leaf. There we go. You guys, I am so excited for this leaf to come out and to see that emerging color and to see it harden down to that like purpley, reddish. Oof, like I'm crazy excited about this leaf. So far so good in the tree fern fiber. It's in the tent right now, kind of down here, if you can see, like right here in this level, and she's doing good. And then the Black Velvet Carla has also put out a new leaf. This is also a crazy exciting leaf. Do we have root growth? Yes, we do. Actually, we have more root growth on this one. The only one I can see right now is right here. So this one also took to the repot quite well. It doesn't get quite as much light. I've actually got it right here in this spot. So it's right, can't even see it. It's right here. It's shaded by this leaf quite a bit. Yeah. This Serpens can go fuck itself. What else is going on? This is my Ace of Spades. It's also put out a new leaf. I want to show it to you without the glare. There we go. It's looking like it's gonna be really cute. I don't know what's going on with that little twirly bit at the bottom, but it's looking very symmetrical and I think it's gonna be a good one. Judging by the petioles, it's gonna be at least as big as this leaf here. So I haven't grown that many ace leaves. I've grown, I think this one emerged in my care. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this one emerged in my care. Why is it not focusing? I'm pretty sure this one emerged in my care. And then when I was babysitting Charmaine's Ace of Spades last Christmas, I think, when she was in California, a new leaf was emerging in my care, but it fully expanded when I gave it back to her. So I don't think I've ever grown an Ace of Spades leaf out fully to being hardened. So this one is really exciting. It's been loving tree fern fiber. Like the roots are looking really, really great. Can't complain. I did let it dry out a little bit because it was in a opaque pot, like a little black pot in tree fern fiber, and I just couldn't keep on top of the watering. I just don't think I am that confident in my just sense of how quickly tree fern fiber dries out without really like looking into a pot and judging by the judging by the color of the substrate. So I'm definitely going to use clear pots for all tree fern fiber stuff because I need to be able to see the sides of the pot for now. I just don't have a good sense of this substrate yet. I don't think we're quite there in our relationship. Another seedling that's been really cute is this. This is a Magnificum cross with an Ace. Mag is the seed parent, and then Ace of Spades is pollen parent. This is this one's the newest leaf. Isn't it so cute? This is the leaf before it. It's got kind of an Ace of Spades shape and it's quite dark. It's definitely darker and more elongated than a regular Magnificum. But how cute is this plant? It's so cute. I'll show you the other plant from the same seed batch. Oh no, it's looking quite dry. Let's water you. I watered this not too long ago, but it's got a new leaf coming out, so it's definitely more thirstier than normal. This is the other one. Also very cute, not quite as big as this one, but they look different in terms of the leaf shape. This one so far has gotten more of that red sinus compared to this one. This one almost has no red sinus at all, but this one definitely does. So I've been really enjoying these two hybrids as well. They've been growing really, really well for me. This one also needs water. These, by the way, are not from Amanda. This one is my RA5 self seedling. It's putting out a very wonky leaf, and I do think it's because I let it dry out a touch, but I'm just looking at the leaf to make sure there are no pests. I don't see any, but this is the newest leaf. It's not showing up so red, but in real life this is like a very, let me turn the light away again. This one it's very red. compared to other ones I've seen. I don't know if it's the light conditions I've given it or just like this particular seedling is just a little bit more red when putting out new foliage, but honestly, this plant has been such an easy grower. It grows really, really fast. The only thing I will say is that the leaves are more delicate than any other anthurium leaf I've ever grown. Actually, maybe this one and the Swamp Bunny cross are the most delicate. Like, I did not touch this leaf. I don't recall ever, like, you know, bumping the leaf against anything, and you can see all these marks. It's still really, really beautiful, but the leaves before it all have these like little tiny scratches, and honestly, it's so hard to not get any damage on them. They're just so delicate. So that one's putting out a new leaf. This is the PAP 5 Swamp Bunny cross. It didn't put out a new leaf. It's about to. You can kind of see how swollen the petiole is right here. It's about to pop a leaf. Again, you can see all these tiny little scratches all over the leaves here as well. I remember being very careful about the leaves when it was expanding, but it still got all scratched up. But it's looking so dark and so beautiful. This is the first leaf, I think, pretty sure, the first leaf that grew in my care. And it's not under low light. It's definitely, it just sits right here. If you can see, wait, no, I'm covering it. Can you see right here next to my ace? And there's a 10-watt light right above it. These plants are just so dreamy, and I'm so glad to have them. The Mag Crystal Carla cross from Amanda also is putting out a leaf. See here. This one also got a little banged up. What's wrong with me? See, this one has kind of scratches all over it. But I'm excited to see what this one grows up to, because I think it's looking more and more like Carla with each passing leaf. And in case anyone was wondering, my pure Carla has not done anything. It's still a little turd nugget. It's not dead. I've got the roots potted like right up to the edges of the cup, and I can monitor the root health this way, and so far nothing. But I've also read a lot on Facebook that like Carla is just a really slow starter when you chop it. So I'm expecting this to be a really long game. The kind of shiny green growth point that was looking like it was about to like activate and grow a new leaf. Back when I showed that in Charmaine's, which tortilla slap was it? Was it mine or Charmaine's? I forget. The video where we showed that one, I think it actually was my tortilla slap. It did not continue. That growth point is kind of looking a little woody now. Since that video, I had moved it from moss to tree fern fiber, just because I didn't want to grow it in moss. So it was a risk that I took, and I will see if it paid off or didn't pay off. But I'm gonna water this one right now. It's looking like it's nearing dry. If anyone is growing Carla Blackier, or if you ever have grown one from like a leafless like stump cut, let me know if anything has worked well for you, especially in terms of like temperature and humidity and light. I'm not really sure what else to do with it. It's got a really good spot, again, like on the bottom of this shelf. So yeah, if you have trypophobia, this might not be the part of the video for you. I have trypophobia. This one doesn't trigger me. This is one of my seedlings. This is my dark forgetii hybrid. It's two forgetii. The Poland donor is a legit dark form forgetii. But anyway, I had gotten them all potted up in either pond or soil, just to kind of see like which one grows better, like which substrate is better at growing these seedlings. This one in pond, I was running out of vessels, so I just like shoved two forgetii into one cup. Those is two separate plants here. Look at the leaf on this one. It's so fucked. It's gonna be really hard to show you. Oh, there we go. I honestly, at first I thought this was light bleaching, right? Because it does really look like a light bleached plant, but you can see that like the one next to it isn't showing that at all. And it's also on the same it's getting the same amount of light as all the other forgetii seedlings, and none of them are doing this. I thought it was nothing to really write home about, but then until I realized that like the entire surface is sparkly. It's gonna be really hard to show you, but you know how like the silvery venation on an anthurium is really where like the glitter is. And if you look really closely, it actually like sparkles. The entire surface of this leaf sparkles. Is it gonna sparkle? I can't tell if it's sparkling in the viewfinder. I kind of hate it, but I thought it was worth showing you. Why is it doing that? If I show you the other ones, none of them are doing anything like that. And they're getting similar amounts of light. Like this was probably one of the bigger ones that is in pon. It's been sizing up a lot. So the last leaf before the transition to pon would have been this one. So it looks like a little bit underdeveloped. It's fully peltate, but it never really fully expanded. And then immediately after the transition to pon, it got so much bigger. If you look at the surface of the leaf, the only sparkly bits is in the venation here. So I don't really know what's going on with this one. I'm curious as to how this is gonna harden off, but yeah, it's like kind of a bit like watching a car wreck because I hate it and yet I can't look away. And while I was at North Shore Tropicals, I don't know if the audio would have caught this, but Lauren and I were talking about like pollen, and like she was telling me to take some pollen before I went, and actually I did harvest some pollen from one of her forgetii, but I've left it there by accident. I just had so many things on my mind that I completely forgot to bring the baggie of pollen home. But anyway, the reason why we were talking about that is because so my Anthurium pallidiflorum is in flower. It started to yellow off some leaves down at the bottom, and I wasn't really sure why because the roots are looking mighty fine. So I thought maybe did I like underwater it or anything, but I don't think this vessel takes so long to dry out, and I think it was actually just putting the energy into a flower. So you can see here, this little dinky guy, here's the flower. To my knowledge, pallidiflorum flowers are always like microscopic, so it's not gonna be a lot of inflow to work with. But yeah, this one is the newest leaf that it just recently put out. It's really, really fat and really, really beautiful. But anyway, I want to try to hybridize this with something. I think this was sometime last year. I think Equigenera posted a photo of a pallidiflorum crossed with a crystallinum. And it looks absolutely wonderful, beautiful, elegant, majestic, magical. So assuming that is the real cross, assuming it wasn't a mistake and that legitimately is that hybrid, and that means it's technically possible, maybe, for me to cross this plant with something else from the Cardiolonchium section, like crystallinum. So as it stands, I have a crystallinum or crystallinum hybrid in flower. The actually the pollen donor of the mag cross that I showed. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna bring the camera over. So I have the mic on the camera right now, so I apologize if it's like jiggling around and you can hear it. But this is the crystallinum or crystallinum hybrid that is currently in flower. It is just emerging from the spathe right now. So it's gonna be at least a week, maybe more, before it's starting to produce pollen. And since I don't have pollen right now, this is not going to be the seed parent, even though I would like for it to be the seed parent because I don't really mind too much if this one declines a little bit. So that one is an option. I also have this very, very sad forgetii. This one is a dark form. You know how it has the muted green veins. This one's not very dark because it kind of yellowed a little bit. This one needs a lot of TLC, but we also have a flower here that's looking actually a little bit sad. So my pallidiflorum actually started to flower the soonest out of all these plants, but the inflow is taking forever. It's not even close to emerging right now. It's just kind of like there. What I wanted to do was harvest the pollen from this plant and pollinate one of my other plants, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening, so nothing may come of it, but I'm going to pollinate it anyways. And because it's quite an established mature plant, I think it can take it, especially because the inflorescence is so tiny, so it's only got such a small flower to support. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm planning to do. And I did promise that I would film again when I was gonna pollinate another plant, if anyone cares. I don't know if anyone cares. And then a quick update on this Magnificum hybrid. Maybe it's like a crystal mag. hybrid from Indonesia. This one is also from Lauren. I was showing this plant in my anthurium pollination video, and I just want to show you how the berries are progressing. I haven't been super on top of watering this plant, which is not the best, but we definitely have some berries starting to form. I don't even remember when I pollinated this. It would have been tail end of the summer, so it's still got a ways to go, but yeah, we definitely have berries forming. Do I want more crystal megs? Absolutely not. But luckily it's looking like it's not going to be that many berries. And if it's like 2 seeds per berry, that'll be okay. But yeah, the Pallidiflorum hybrid is probably a highly unlikely one. Compatibility aside, the fact that it's so hard to find an actual hybrid, like a legit hybrid of this plant, probably means that it's pretty hard to breed with. So I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see. And there's probably lots of other stuff to show you, but as next week is going to be the updated plant room tour, I'll save more for that video. But yeah, so I'm gonna end this here. I'm sorry the vlog didn't go as I planned. Honestly, I didn't really have a super strong plan for the video. But yeah, with the way that I was feeling this past week, any time that I had to myself, like I needed it for myself and not to do anything productive and just kind of like be zoned out like a zombie. I don't know if it's quite out of my system yet. I'm still feeling a little bit weird. I just want to thank you guys for watching my videos every week. As I said, YouTube really does help. What has been legitimately one of the hardest mental health years of my whole life. I don't think of myself as someone who really struggles with mental health, but this year has been really, really tough. YouTube doesn't help with exhaustion. It definitely doesn't help with exhaustion. It is very tiring, but it does help with my mental health. So yeah, I'm sorry if things kind of got a little bit depressing there at the end. I don't want to overshare on this channel, as this is just what's going on with me personally. I thought, you know, I don't want to pretend like everything is okay when it's not okay, but at the same time, I don't know exactly what isn't okay either. I'm just not feeling myself. I don't really know what I'm trying to get across here, but what I want to say is that I am a pretty private person, but I didn't really want to keep this part of my life private, just because if there's anyone who's watching this who's kind of going through a weird space, mental spot right now, because the world is really heavy. The world right now is very demoralizing. It costs so much just to be alive, and that kind of stress has weighed on people or is starting to weigh on a lot of people. So if anyone who's watching this can, you know, at least find a little bit of comfort in knowing that like they're not the only one who's going through that stuff, and there's somebody else out there, and I don't know. I'd like for this to be a channel where someone can come and feel not alone and feel like there's someone to hang out with. Yeah, anyways, that was the whole ramble about absolutely nothing. Thank you guys so much for watching if you have made it this far. Sorry it didn't go as I planned, but you know, there's always next time. If you enjoyed this cluster of a vlog, please remember to give it a thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah.